G'day, it's Joel Rasmussen for Southern Cross Combat, and I'm here backstage at the Road to Hex. I'm talking to Mr. Alastair Volders. You are fighting on Rogue 7, Alastair. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thank you. Just here to corner my boy Jacob, Mr. Main Event. So yeah, it's a good night, and looking forward to it.
Is that the new official nickname? Is he Mr. Main Event?
Well, he's brought about half the venue in here with him, so I think he's earned that right to be called Mr. Main Event.
How does cornering for you compare to fighting?
You still, like, as a corner, you still get that rush of adrenaline. You see a lot of people that you know that you might end up fighting, so, I still feel that that adrenaline rush a little bit. Obviously, you don't get in there, so you can, like, relax a little bit more, but I really enjoy cornering, seeing the boys succeed, being there for them, like, having that team aspect. So, yeah, they're, like, comparable, but, fighting's one thing, cornering's another.
There was a gentleman backstage who came up to you and asked if you would like to fight him someday. What is it like when you're just trying to enjoy your night? You're just hanging out with your team, and then someone comes up and just challenges you like that?
Well, I mean, it's the nature of the game, fair play to him. He knows what he wants. He wants to fight me. They all want to fight me. I've been called out a few times before. But, I think that's a really exciting fight. Fair play to him. He had a great performance against a pretty talented opponent, like an experienced opponent. I thought it was a really nice finish. So, if we're going to do it, we can do it. And I think that a fight will sell itself. Two tall, lanky featherweight strikers with a bit of personality. I think that's got Fight of the Night written all over it.
We're talking about Marwan. I didn't drop his name because I didn't know if we were name dropping, but it turns out we are talking about it. But before we talk about that's a future fight, we're going to talk about the upcoming fight. You're fighting Val Sharipov. What do you make of him as an opponent?
I think he's good, He's 3-0 for a reason. He's never been finished up until maybe October 11th, hopefully. But he's good, good wrestling, good cardio, comes to fight, throws hard. So I'm expecting a tough fight. Obviously, there's all respect there for him, but I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm going to do on the night, and he'll just have to cop it.
How did the fight kind of come to be? Was this something you were looking for, or was it just appear?
Well, we got offered Val for one of the Hex shows, and we said yes, they said yes, but then it sort of fell through. So it was always on my radar, and obviously being a similar record, a good matchup for me, it's always been on my radar. But then Rogue approached me, and they said, "Would you like to fight Val on October 11th?" And I said yes, signed us up, and then here we are.
When you say Rogue approached you, you mean like Dylan left the media room and came out to you on the treadmill?
Yeah, Dylan just came downstairs, slipped me $100, and here we are.
It must be nice. But talking about that, Rogue is, it's a promotion that, I don't know, does Simon own it?
I believe so. Simon and Dan, probably.
Does that add any pressure for you? Because it is your gym's promotion. You kind of have to show up.
I feel like I show up all the time, especially to fighting. I feel like it doesn't really add any pressure. If anything, it takes some away because it's almost like a hometown show. There's going to be a lot of people there that I love, and I have the opportunity to push Rogue to that next level and really show the promoters and the people I work for and the people I work with, what I can do and what I'm going to bring to the table eventually.
You're a young man who is early on in his career, and I feel like you versus Val is a great fight between two of those exact same things. Yeah. Same with Marwan. But how much do you feel you're improving between fights? Between the first and the second, and between the second and now. I know it hasn't happened yet, but how much are you feeling that improvement?
Definitely quite a lot, especially that first fight was my pro debut. And then I really settled into the idea of being a professional after that. I feel like my first fight wasn't a very good performance, but I still got it done. And then I really knuckled down, felt more comfortable as a professional. And then the second fight just blew it out of the water. And then after that, I got injured, so I couldn't fight. But I've just been still grinding away. I did a whole fight camp with Jack Jenkins, on that UFC level. I was one of the only boys in the gym to help him, so I got that full 8 weeks to feel like what that level is, and that leveled me up. So yeah, I'm ready to go. I feel like much more improved since my second fight.
What does that level feel like? What is the comparison like?
Not far off is what it feels like.
As I mentioned, you're a young man. You're 2-0 at the moment, fighting to be 3-0. There's a gentleman over to our right, George Mangos, who captured the title, I believe. He became 4-0 when he captured the title. What do you make of the featherweight division? And it seems to be kind of the division of youth right now.
Yeah, I think it's the most stacked division in Australia, in the Oceanic region. If you just look at the talent from top to bottom, everyone's young, hungry, talented, strong, fit, good at what they do. No one's really looks too out of place. George had an incredible performance. He's had a few incredible performances, especially lately on the Hex banner. And yeah, I believe we're all going to end up fighting each other, and we'll see who comes up on top. But it's exciting times to be a featherweight, and especially for the fans.
what is it about this kind of new generation, like the youth? Why do you think so many young guys are getting so far in the sport so quickly?
I think it's just an evolution of the sport, especially like, I don't know, with the internet age, everyone's got like access to everything. The UFC's blown up heaps, especially like since COVID has become sort of mainstream. So I think, yeah, like the sport's just growing as a whole, and we're seeing the next crop of fighters come along with that.
The rumor is there's going to be an intense stare-down kind of debate situation going on between you and Val. How excited are you for that if that does happen? And like, what do you want to say to him? Do you have any vitriol that you need to get out?
Yeah, I got mad beef with him. I'm excited for the that sit-down interview. Be like old school boxing, bring a bit of light into that fight. Good promotion. I think it'll just be good fun, you know.
Alastair, thank you so much for the time. You are a busy man today, so I won't take too much of your time. Thank you so much. Best of luck in the fight. I look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.